So what I want to show you today is a couple features of Google Meets. So I'm going to join a meet and it's going to be just me so that I can show you the features. I do have my camera and my mic turned off so we don't get any feedback. So as I join the meet, you're going to see me pop up just like you regularly would. The code's going to show up in the corner over here. And the other thing that I want you to notice, I'm going to close out of this. This is if someone was going to call in or I could add someone into the meet, and that's the code. One thing I want to show you that you want to make sure you have in your meet is this little blue shield down here. That's showing you that you're in control of the meet, and that's what you want. Okay. Now, a new feature that's been added recently to Google Meet is the raise hand feature the students can use when they have a question or they have something to say. So they would simply click this, and it would show up that they're raising their hand. A great feature to use when you're trying to teach. Okay. Then some other things that are new in the host controls when you have controls is sometimes kids get a little chatty as they're going. So when you click on the chat button, you have the option to turn off the chat. So right now the chat is on, anyone can post to it. If I click on the slider right here, that's going to turn off the chat and students aren't going to be able to post. So if I'm teaching and they're having side conversations, I quickly click on that slider and that shuts off the chat so that they can't talk anymore or put anything in the chat. Another great feature that wasn't there before. Now, some other good things that we've noticed that work out really well is if you click on the three shapes right there, you can do breakout rooms, which when you click on that, it automatically takes kids and shuffles them into breakout rooms. Now, you won't see that because I'm the only one here, but if I set up breakout rooms, it's going to give me different options, and I can drag and drop kids where I want them. So say it automatically placed the kid in breakout 1, and I wanted to put them in 2, I would simply drag them and drop them where I wanted them. Once I have them set how I want them, I simply click open rooms. That's going to do it. But I'll also have the option to close the rooms. So if I'm ready to stop things and the kids aren't quite back yet to the main call, I can close the rooms. Okay. When you click open rooms, those students are going to get a message to join. They just have to click that and it's going to automatically take them to their breakout room. You can shuffle them if you want to let it choose themselves how many rooms you want. You can have a timer so that it'll close it. Say you want to run the rooms for 10 minutes and then you want them to close, the timer will close it. So that's a great feature that's new to Google Meet. Polls is another one that's great, especially if you want to know quickly what students are thinking. Click on that. You can put in a question by clicking Start a Poll. Add a question. How was your day? Option 1, good. Option 2, bad. Then I quickly click Launch, or I can save it for later. But if I want to launch it, that's going to launch it right to my students. And they're going to get a little dot showing that there's a poll that they need to answer. So these are some great features that have been added into Google Meets recently. The other option is Q&A, where you can launch a question where students can post longer answers other than just multiple choice things. So if I click on that, that takes me into another little area. As soon as it loads, where I'm going to type in my question. So we recently had a snow day. So I'm going to turn on Q&A. I want to ask a question down here. I'm going to say, what did you do on our snow day? And I'm going to post my question. There we go. And I'm going to post my question. And that's going to bring it up here. Then I'm going to start to see the kids' responses as they come in. And I'll be able to track who's turned in the response because it does come up with their name when they're there. So these, again, are some really great features that have been recently added into Google Meets that are very helpful when you're trying to virtual teach. So I hope that helps a little bit and points out a few more things that maybe you weren't sure about before.